Welcome to From Poundland to Paradise, your monthly guide to all things Walsall FC. I'm Craig, he's Joe. Let's get straight into March 2024. So, we should let everyone know before we get too into it that we are reacting instantly to the 5-0 defeat against MK Dons. We just watched it. Just happened. So, a little bit of housekeeping. It leaves us 4 points off of 7th, which is the last playoff place and the only realistic playoff place. The others are all far gone. Our only hope is to finish 7th. 4 points behind, but with 2 games in hand on 7th and 8th. So, I think we need to not have too much of a panic. But overall, how are your vibes right now after watching that absolute massacre?
Yeah, the vibes are not good right now. That was, like you say, just, shocking defeat. But, I mean, they're a good team. We were hoping for a draw or something, I guess. But, that was... Didn't see that coming. But, it's just been another unpredictable month, really, I guess. Mixed bag. But the vibe right now is kind of low. But like you say, we've done... the battle for 7th is still fully on. And, and we didn't think we'd be saying that at the start of the season. Definitely. So, it's there's still hope left.
No, not at all. I would have been hoping for a top half finish maybe, but there's no way we would have been assuming we were going to get in the playoff, in a playoff race. Even if we drop off now, we at least have the chance to believe.
Yeah,
I didn't think we would.
That's the most
but
important.
Emotionally, it's a bit like, watching your favourite character get brutally murdered in the show or something. I mean, it's just so 5-0. There's just no need really. But
that was.
It only means it's only in that sense though that the performance worries me, not the result necessarily. Because let's say we had nicked a 1-1 draw, which is sort of what I was praying for going in. It wouldn't have actually been that different, our reality. We'd still would be 3 points behind instead of 4. Nothing really that much would have changed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, if we won the game, it would have been great, but it would have been a point. But I never really thought we were going to win the game against MK Dons, honestly. I never in a million years thought that.
Yeah, they're doing very well.
So, I mean, really, it ain't that bad, but it's the performance that worries me. When you're losing 5-0 and you haven't even had a player sent off to, make it, that capitulation.
Yeah.
How are you going to lift yourself for these last 7 games now to go out and push into the playoffs?
Yeah, and I mean, it was good to see Ote and Matt and DJ and stuff like that, but it's...
not a lot of positives to take
It's not
away.
It's not enough kind of thing, I guess, but we'll see,
Well, let's get into the results. We'll come back to MK Dons at the end of the results. So there's 5 games in March, all of them in League 2. We won 1, drew 2, and lost 2. I forgot to put in today's happy result. That's a great result.
Oh, God.
So we started off well, our only win of the month.
Yeah.
Home to Doncaster, 3-1 win. Goals for Earing, Gordon, and Fall.
Yeah, some brilliant goals there.
I remember Fall's near post header or
Was
back
that his
post
first
header
goal?
from a couple of yards out.
Was
I
that
think
his
he
first
might
goal?
have had a couple already, but he ain't exactly been prolific. But
Yeah.
that was good. I mean, in a way, it's hard to remember though, because after that big international break and we only had 5 games, and then you got the fact that 4 of them have been pretty depressing. Because even the draws, I mean, the sort of drop points you would think, especially against Colchester.
Yeah, exactly.
Feels like a lifetime since things were good when we were beating Doncaster 3-1.
I know.
Do you remember how you felt at that time?
That's what I mean, but March is always a crazy month for me because I've got 4 or 5 different family birthdays in 1 month.
God,
so
that's the thing, I forgot about that.
It's been a mad month. I don't think we've got to any of the games.
No, I don't think so.
Shameful as that is, we haven't been to
2 home games and 3 away.
Yeah.
And we were looking to go to MK Dons away today. Actually, I'm so glad we didn't go.
Thank God, yeah.
God, this must be so depressing to be travelling back from there right now.
God, yeah. I think we brought quite a lot as well, so...
Yeah.
Good
tip for them, lads, to be fair. But,
yeah.
But anyway, then, after the good times, it started going downhill. So, March 9th, away at Forest Green, we lost 2-0. That was when Osadibi scored, which fucking...
It's typical, isn't it, man?
Oh,
it's
so
typical.
The
guy goes so many months without scoring, probably, and then sees us and he's like,
I hate him as well, honestly. I know I'm sure some people rate him, but can't stand him.
I think it was at the end of the Flynn era. It was I swear he had some mad thing with the fans when we were lost away, and then some fans came to the side to like shout at him, but then he's like squaring up to him and that, and I'm just like,
yeah, he's a total prick.
Yeah, allow this guy.
And he was always just on social media, fucking, when he was at Bradford, like going on every time he scored. I just think he's a twat. I just hate him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
gutted about that one.
Him scoring's terrible. Then a Cagbu gets sent off. And it's one of them where, like, I'm going into it, I knew it though. I was like, Forest Green have got some signs of life right now. Under
new
Cottrell,
manager and that,
Sutton United are even winning games. I was like,
life.
oh, they're all actually, they were like gone at Christmas, and now it's like they might even stay up.
Yeah,
they're gonna try and they'll probably beat us, but I don't see it being that depressing.
Yeah, no, definitely not. No, I didn't see that. It's just more unpredictableness. But I was watching back the other podcast and we were speaking about all the injuries and Cagbu being out for the send off. Obviously. We still had Farquhar and Daniels or everyone out.
Yeah.
So it's just been mad. I mean, we said not to change the back line, but it's just so up and down. Knowles went out injured. I can't remember. It was halfway through the month, wasn't it? Or recently. Which
might not be the worst thing though, to be fair. I think he might have only missed today.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was why Hutchinson was playing on the right, and I remember thinking that was weird, and that's only because
that was mad. But
that's where he went out in the last game, and to be fair, he has been pretty
should he put Folks there? I don't know why Folks isn't getting a look in again.
No idea. Well, we'll come on to that in a sec, because I think the lineup today was mental. But anyway, Barrow at home after that, March 12th. 2-1 loss. The only good thing was that was when Menayese scored.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, God, it's so great. All we do is have centre-back score. It's so crazy.
Yeah. We haven't got like someone up top consistently.
It's kind of class though that they're all chipping in with goals. And then you're like, even Menayese, I mean, the biggest lost hope ever. Like, you never thought he'd play again for the team.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to go down leagues and just get loaned out.
I think he did. He went down to the National League at least. And then he must have got on loan maybe, and then we've actually gave him a game, and look what happened. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Then Colchester away. Sorry, hang on. The Barrow was a 1-1 draw, not a 2-1 loss. It was a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
And Menayese scored in it. Then we had another 1-1 draw.
Just frustrating.
Away at Colchester, and that was when Allen scored that really nice strike.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Just sort of on the left, just inside the box on the left post. And
I did manage to watch that actually, and that was amazing. It felt like that game just needed someone to strike. You know what I mean? Because just working it in but not hitting it, and he's just like just sees a little opening and just smashes it. And
we needed that.
Beautiful. We need that more in general, I think.
But he's got such unbelievable technique, honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's everywhere.
It's weird because I remember he used to come on here and there under Flynn and stuff as well, and even the couple seasons before. Just as a centre back, and you'd be like, okay, fine. But like, I don't know. Like now, I'm kind of like in this 3 centre backs, and they get the right and left ones bomb on. Like he's dangerous in and around the left side of the box.
Definitely,
he can cross a ball. He can shoot. Like he's got an unbelievable left foot. Pardon me, but that brings us to. We had the 2 weeks off for international break, of course, and then we come back today, and we knew it was going to be hard, but 5-0 loss.
But after playing, it's just mad. Yeah, after playing, Tuesdays and Saturdays, and then they go 2 whole weeks where they would have played up to like 4 games in those 2 weeks. And it's just mental. Yeah, so they've come off the boil, I think. Played some okay football in the first 20 minutes, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I mean, Fall put it just wide of the left post. I actually thought we're in this game.
And he had that shot on target.
But they didn't really do too much until they scored their first goal. Just second half capitulation.
Yeah, the second half was like completely different. Whereas like I'm used to this season being the team that come out completely different in the second half and just smash it and get a goal back. We go down. I thought
we were going to win 2-1.
We consistently go down 1-0 before half time, come out, score,
win 2-1, win 3-1,
and then try build and wait. Well, recently obviously it's been a lot of 1-1s, but that was mad. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Or at least
come back and get 1-1.
Yeah, we were thinking, we'll come out fresher but at least we're getting back into the game, so hopefully the momentum will start again. But I don't know after that.
Well,
that's a morale destroyer, man.
Before we come on to exactly what the situation with the MK Dons game in particular, I suppose as we start to talk about the month when where we're going more generally, like. It does feel a bit like we're bottling, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. There is definitely that thing of, we, win, and then get into the promised land. It's like, oh my God, we're here. And then we've fallen off a cliff since we ended up getting into 6th. It's just been garbage ever since for the last 4 games.
Yeah,
and they really need to turn it around and go on a run now, because we're very patchy like that. We have like a month where we're like class. We had it early. Was it in December as well? When we were, like,
December
brilliant?
was amazing.
And then we'll
it
be
was
shit
like
again for a month, and then good again for a month.
Ridiculous.
And this has been a shit month. And now we've only got one chance left now. This has to be a good month.
We've got
it will define everything. April will. We're either going into the playoffs or
it's
we're going to
crunch
end
time,
up finishing. I don't think we'll end up coming close and being like. I think we'll either have a massive. We'll just have a pure nightmare, finish like 16th, or we'll finish 7th. I don't think we'll finish like 8th or 9th. I think we'll either shit the bed or we'll do it. That's what we like, though. We don't have that medium thing. We're either just terrible for like weeks on end or brilliant.
Or amazing, yeah. It's just, you don't know what you're going to get, so we shall see. But I think top half, I think I'm confident saying top half finish. I
think I'd still call it a success if we finish sort of in the top 10.
Yeah,
and
big success.
Considering that we never got near the playoffs and finished 10th, I wouldn't feel that different to finishing 14th or whatever. But the fact that we were in the playoffs and that we believed and we had a chance to believe, I've got to thank Sadler for that.
Definitely, yeah, because that's something.
But at the same time, I've got to slate him for some of his decisions today, so let's get on to that. The lineup, first of all, mental. Why is Daniels playing? The back three have been absolutely class, I think. I mean, even though we've conceded a few goals here and there, I wouldn't necessarily blame them for that. One of them, we had a Cagbrew getting sent off. I mean, I know that was probably a bad decision, but at the same time, I mean,
it's still not good. Yeah,
you don't have too many choices, really. And the other games, we're only conceding one goal even there. And the defenders half the time, the ones scoring the goals.
Yeah.
So I can't hate them too much. But I think it's been good, the three of them. And now Daniels is been sort of like shoehorned back in. And then with Knowles being out, you got Hutchinson playing on the right when I think Ote could have started there.
Yeah.
Or
Folks
could have played there. Unless he's injured. Ote definitely wasn't because he come on. So we could have played. I just think, and the fact that if Matt is, I said about Matt as well, then that like if he's back, he's on the bench. Yeah, maybe he's only like 70%. You're thinking, if I push him out there, I risk him getting injured. Who cares at this stage of the season? It's not like we're 20 games in. This is do or die now. Roll the dice. Yeah. Start Matt. Like he's been brilliant for us lately. We've been doing well.
Definitely.
I'd rather you try him and then look he gets injured. Whatever. We ain't got time to be dicking about hoping he gets back to full fitness. Get him in.
We need to take our chance now.
I think the starting lineup was very poor. I told you going in, I was worried. As soon as I saw the lineup, I was I think we'll lose 3.
And we were thinking maybe Google's got it wrong, but I don't know, really. I mean,
it did look like he was playing deep. I don't think he was playing in natural midfield, but it was like 4 centre backs. It's hard to tell what the shape really was.
So strange, yeah, so strange. But
it was a bit all over the place, I think.
Definitely was, yeah.
The whole shape.
Yeah, very strange. We're just always coming back from some sort of change in injuries or people getting sent off.
I know, but that's just modern football.
Yeah, well, that's
you got to deal with it.
And
we've got a good enough squad.
It's good that we've said from the start, we've got a good enough squad to do that. We've kind of got the depth to survive that.
And Sadler's proven that he can. We've had periods where we've had all these players out and stuff, and we've won like 5 games in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
So it can be done. It's just there's definitely a little bit of bottling smell going on. I'm not going to lie, bro. I mean, it does feel a little bit like
it's sad.
Not much has changed, but you're just bottling it. Like a lot of the same players are there who were being classed a month ago.
Yeah.
I hope it's not true though, but we have to stay positive because if we were like 3 more points behind, I'd just say call it off and just slate it. But the fact that like we are still there's no point getting all negative now when it ain't over yet. Like that ain't gonna help. I say we pack the best on Monday.
Yeah,
get behind them. We've got to beat Salford. We have to win that game, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's not enough games left, man, to be dropping more points.
But we do pick up. That's where we pick up our wins at home. So hopefully, the majority of our wins anyway are at home. So hopefully that's gonna bode well. Pack it out. Bank Holiday Monday. It's going to be nice.
And then we're in a really nice spot then, man, if we win that game.
Yeah.
If we lose that game, it's looking bleak.
If we lose that game, then the morale's down even more.
Yeah.
We lost 2 on the bounce. One was a travesty, and the next one's at home as well to a team that you should be beating. So, it's crunch time. Crunch time for the season now.
Needs to get them going now for these last 7 games. Needs to
just go in,
pour all their energy and just push them over the line now. And I think we as fans have to do that. Like I said, there's no point being... Like, if I haven't been on Twitter yet, because like we said, this fucking massacre just happened.
Yeah.
But like, when I get on Twitter, I'm sure there will be loads of Sadler out and hate and that, and it's just, there's no point, like...
Yeah, what is the
there's
point?
No point at this. We're not good, we won't go up.
Yeah, we're not in danger,
definitely.
and we're not going to... By changing the manager, we're not going to change effectively anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, we can
just guarantee you're not going up, in my opinion, if you do that.
Yeah, because it's too much.
Well, not even if they're definitely not going to sack him. That's out of the question. But I mean, if we if we get all toxic about it.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. If we get
middle of the season is prime toxicity time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you've got time to do something about it or with it. Like you can use the toxicity to then actually change something. If it is that bad, change it.
You can't force change.
No. What's the point now?
With 6 games left, we just got to push them. But I really, really hope we can get a win against Salford. We'll be there.
The vibes were so great as well. Like last month, the vibes were amazing. Like
they were. January was unbelievable.
Yeah, so. I'm praying we can get this win and just.
What a time to be alive! That was it. Accrington, that Tuesday night game.
Oh god, yeah. Was it 3-1,
2-1 or 2-0 or something?
Or
even 3-1.
It could have been 3-1. I'm pretty sure it was 3-1. Yeah, it was amazing.
I seem to remember one of our millions of centre back. I think it was Deg Boyega scoring at the back post, bundling it over the line. I think that was that game. Oh, just good times.
That was class, man. Yeah.
So even if we don't get over the line, Sadler will have given us that, which is more than we've been asking for lately.
Yeah, exactly. In the last.
The fact that we even had a chance to believe.
3-4 years, maybe.
But we'll be there on Monday, and before the game, we'll be buying our season tickets for next year, baby.
I can't wait. And we've never actually, this is mad to be fair, because I know obviously people watching this are going to be season ticket holders.
Yeah, of course.
You're into it, but yeah, we've never had a season ticket for Walsall, so this is our first.
Yeah, we are mad casuals, I would say.
Yeah, well, I think
in the grand scheme,
obviously we went a lot when we were teenagers and when we were kids,
early 20s and stuff, and then I mean it's just different.
And then dropped off because life
gets ahead.
Life happens.
I moved out of the country for like 6 years, so I couldn't watch them especially.
Exactly, so. I think it's like, I'm gassed about it, to be honest, that I can say like I'm a season ticket holder.
Yeah, it's cool.
As a teenager, that's like something, I just definitely couldn't dream about affording.
Sadler's given us enough, giving us that chance to believe is what made us want to buy the season tickets, because now 100%. We're like, even if we finish 10th or whatever this season, we got something to like get behind next year instead of the same old mid-table. Because normally
and then change all the players as well. I don't want to change hardly any of our players. No. I literally don't want to. Yeah, there's not many players that
we're in a good position.
Say get out and bring in 4. You know what I mean? There's not many. We could add some. More.
We might not even need that massive turnover. Actually, for once,
we need strikers. Actually,
I'm sure it's League 2, and of course there'll be loads on short termers and that. There'll be like 10 players turnover and shit, of course.
Yeah,
but we won't need to go too ridiculous with it. We can keep the core.
The core, nucleus. Exactly. Yeah, more than ever, more than a good couple of years. So yeah. We're in a good position, I think, more or less. Looking at it as a season, we'll look at it as a season at the end of the season.
But think about it this way as well, though. If we do, because we get in these early birds, imagine then that we do go up in the playoffs, and then we're getting League 1 football for that prize.
Oh yeah. So
it's one of them. It's like you roll the dice, and it like
we're rolling the dice with that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy either way. Obviously, whatever. I'll go to every game when it's because we go to almost every home game anyway. We just pay loads for it.
We just disorganised with it. Yeah.
We're getting organised now.
Yeah, organised.
We're going to save some pennies, aren't we? It's like 330 quid for the thing, and it sounds like we're doing like an advert for it.
Yeah.
But this will be coming out after the early bird's over. So
so it's effectively a useless advert.
I hope you enjoyed getting yours or not getting yours, whatever. But it's like 330, so that's for like 23 home games a year. I mean, normally we're paying like 25 quid, aren't we, on a match day?
Yeah,
so that's like
it's like
500, 600 quid or something.
Almost, something like that. Yeah.
Saving like a lot of money. And then you got to think if we went up to League 1, they'd put it up more as well, wouldn't they? The absolute demons. But speaking of demons, did you see that? I think I asked you this earlier off camera. Did you see that Aston Villa thing?
No, well, yeah, off camera. I didn't. I still haven't.
On Twitter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it was yesterday. Crazy. God, I was fuming. I saw this picture, and it's underneath the Stadium Suite sign on the brickwork, like going under towards the Poundland Lower, where you go into the Poundland Lower. And they had like another sign on there, like with the Aston Villa badge on it, and all like directions around the stadium and that. Like, here's the Poundland stand, here's the whatever. And then some people were saying that it was because the women's team play there or whatever, and I'm like, fine, I don't care about that, whatever. If they want to do that, I don't care. But don't put another team's crest on your stadium under any... Can you have any self-respect? Like, please, come on.
Yeah, that is
it's
mad.
outrageous, isn't it?
It's just weird.
But you can take just because the Yanks don't know anything, they don't care. They just think it don't matter.
That's the thing, isn't it? They don't see that as a thing, like that's
as
just,
a diss or whatever.
Yeah,
they got no understanding like heritage and
definitely heritage. Yeah. Like you don't see that. That's not a thing. That's not done. You know what I mean? It's just not done. And There's no rules on it because nobody does it. Like nobody.
Yeah,
you know
no
what
one
I mean?
would think to do that.
Nobody would think to do that in English football.
They'd all
then,
know how obviously mental it is and how much the fans are going to despise them.
It's just
like,
weird.
I don't know,
strange.
it's only a little thing and people go, whatever, it'll be down in a couple of weeks when they've done the few last games of their season or whatever, the women. But I'm like, just no, not even for a day.
Yeah, they
Should
know
that
where they're
be
coming.
Present on ours. How tin pot are we?
They don't need to. Yeah,
It
exactly.
used to be a club that I was proud of. We're a big town. It's a big club.
Definitely.
And I just think it takes the piss, honestly.
Doing that is weird. Yeah. I don't
But
rate
maybe
it.
I'm just a mad boomer crying about, I don't know, but I think it's shit.
Crying about flags on the England.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that England badge fallout on
Oh,
the
yeah,
internet?
that was so. We're getting into some
man.
spicy non-Warsaw related
yeah.
takes now.
Let's get into some spiciness divide.
Yeah, I did see that. That was hilarious too. But I didn't really care either.
I don't
way.
get personally.
I'm not
I
going to
don't
buy. I've never bought an England shirt.
exactly. I've never bought an England shirt. I don't think. Not that passionate about it. The fact they changed the logo is the flag is a bit weird, but I just don't care.
I don't care either
There's
way.
so
To be
much-
honest, I know
yeah.
it's a boring take, but I just don't care either way. But
Who
and I'm
cares?
not
Like,
I think
why
I've
we-
got
why
one
that-
England kit or one England shirt that my wife bought me for Christmas or something one time. But I'm not one of them who's always buying it. I love England and I'm proper excited for the Euros, but I just
Yeah,
don't
I'm
care
excited
about
for the
buying
football.
shirt.
But yeah, like buying the shirt and like being an
If
England
you have
fan
one, it's
type
fine.
thing.
I
Yeah.
don't care, but
I do. Yeah.
I'm not going to roast you for like having an English shirt, whatever. Loads of people do, but I just don't particularly care
Of course
about it.
not. Of course not.
But I tell
yeah,
you what,
it's
though,
just-
speaking of the Euros, bro, I think we mentioned this when we were there a few months ago, bro. Are they going to have England at the locker, man? Because they should.
Yo, yeah.
I'm
we
sure
were
they
talking
probably
about
already
this
are,
when we
and they'll
went to
charge
the locker.
like
and we were just
godforsaken
gassed.
amount of money to go there. But could
Who
you
cares?
imagine how class that would be?
The vibes, like 1,000 Warsaw fans all going crazy for England, like 20 billion screens, like
That'd be so
it's
cool.
going to be amazing. Yeah, I'm really praying. And if anyone from the football club's watching and can have
if
any
you're not
type of
planning on doing
influence,
that,
well,
you're mental.
do
You've
it,
got
please.
To do
It's a genius business idea. If anything, it's a great business idea.
And I
It'd
don't
be
know
good
how
for
the
us.
licensing
They
and
can make
stuff
so
works,
much money.
but
Oh, yeah,
because
that's
it'll
true.
be on
That is
terrestrial
true,
TV, BBC or ITV, I'm sure you don't even need like.
Oh yeah, if it's on
It ain't
BBC,
Sky or anything. You don't need to buy anything. You might need some.
that's the
license
thing
or
with like
whatever, but-
iFollow and Sky.
Then again,
and
they
shit, it's gonna be
show
different.
they show Sky Sports and that in there already, don't they? Liverpool
Yeah, because
and
we
that
were
are all
watching
playing
that
all the-
cup game.
then
when
they
we
can
were in
definitely show BBC's coverage of Euro 2024 or whatever, can't they?
Yeah, surely.
Bro, it would be so sick to be in there.
Be vibes.
Every tournament, we're like scrambling around, like
Actually, let's
looking for
start-
like a pub.
yeah,
Oh,
remember
man.
that, bro. Oh.
And it's always so like shit, and sometimes you end up making it
Ends
work in
up-
the end, but it's so stressed. Like,
Yeah, it's stress trying to find.
imagine just having a
waiting in
ticket to
queues
know you
and-
can just turn up there at like 1 o'clock, 2 hours before kick-off,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
plenty of bevies in,
Oh,
let's go out
man.
in the sun and have a fag and
yeah.
class, bro.
It's gonna hopefully, but we should start a poll or something. Like anyone watching this who agrees, we need to get a poll going on like Twitter.
If it
and
ain't
that.
already a thing, I might
Yeah.
call the club to be fair and just say like, I'm sure you're already, are you doing this like thing? And
Yeah.
if you are, get the tickets going. I'm sure they
I hope
are.
they-
They'd be
yeah,
daft not to
surely.
use that.
And we're gonna be allowed in the locker for free when we get a Bad Boy season ticket.
That is true, yeah.
And I can't
they probably
wait
won't
for that.
extend that to this summer. They'll be like, don't come for the summer. It's 50 quid each for the England games.
Yeah,
Mate, I'll pay it. I don't care. I want to get in there.
trust me.
I want to get in there.
Yeah,
And
'Cause-
we've been keeping track on. Did I tell you that I've been keeping an eye on the possibilities of any Walsall players going to like the next World Cup? The one in 20.
you were saying, isn't it kind of possible for?
Because like Liam Gordon could like
Gordon,
potentially go with Guyana. It's not like likely, but it is possible.
That'd be amazing.
And it's not like
Imagine.
ridiculous. It ain't like San Marino or something. They could get out their group. So
Mad.
it's a bigger World Cup now, and more teams. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because they've totally changed the system, haven't they?
yeah, I think it's
So,
like the
is this the
Champions
one?
League. They're all changing and
Yeah.
making it bigger all the time, aren't they? I don't really mind, to be fair. I know a lot of
Yeah, I
people
don't
moan
mind.
about it, but like
More
I kind of
football,
like
the better.
seeing
Like
the
I like
maddest
seeing
little countries is
Yeah.
the best thing, I think.
Of course.
I want
Yeah,
to
I'd
see
love
like
seeing
South
it.
Sudan versus Brazil and shit. That'd be
Palestine beat someone recently, and like
Oh, that'd be
they
so
could
cool.
they could legitimately get into the World Cup.
Could you
like,
imagine? That'd be
that'd
so
be
dope.
incredible. It'd be
Imagine if they
incredible.
had Palestine versus Israel. That would
It's
be
the
like
maddest thing because
coolest
loads of
ever.
countries don't even recognise them as a country, so they'll be showing footage of Palestine. They'll be like, "This territory have just scored."
They'd be commentating on a match, and they'd be like, "There's this non-country that is known as Palestine."
So the
versus-"
the greyed out, not allowed to be mentioned territory has just scored
That'd be
one
so
goal.
sick. They'd probably do that thing they do on the UFC where they'd have like PAL on the scoreboard, but like no flag.
Yeah, no flag. It'll
Or
be
like
no
some
flag.
weird symbol, and then the England with the England flag. They do that in UFC for like certain countries they don't like. It's normally Russia and shit.
Yeah, it's normally
It's
Russia.
always Russia, and they're like, don't let them have the flag, and then they got everyone else. I don't know. But we're not a flag politics podcast, are
We're
we?
not.
So we should probably wrap up.
It's been a short month.
It's been
a weird month. Loads of draws.
Let's look forward to April.
Yep.
7 games. We have 7 games left. We've got Salford on Monday.
Yeah.
Must win at home. Then we're away at Tranmere.
Yeah.
Then we're away at Doncaster. I'd say Tranmere could be tricky. Doncaster should be...
Yeah, should be nice.
They're both winnable, definitely. Yeah. Notts County at home, winnable. They are absolutely terrible. They've literally dropped off.
It's weird how they've fell off a cliff, yeah.
They've got the worst form in England.
And we beat them at their place, so it doesn't...
Yeah.
It bodes well that we'll beat them at ours.
They're getting bad. Yeah, then we've got Swindon at home. Imagine if we boost our playoff hopes
by
the opposite of what happened last time. Instead of them bringing thousands or whatever and getting on the pitch, they bring like 50 for their little shit season, and then we in the playoffs. And
can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Then Bradford at home, and then we end the season Wimbledon away, which we're going to go to, we think.
Yeah, I think
almost
so,
certainly. So
that'll be good.
Yeah,
that'll
man.
Be a nice trip.
7 games.
Not easy.
How many points do you think we need out of them 7 games?
Depends. I need to look at everyone else that's kind of fighting for 7th, but yeah, we're gonna need. We've got a couple games in hand, though.
Wimbledon are the team that are in 7th, by the way.
Oh my god, yeah. It's
so
a
in
right
theory,
battle. Yeah.
It could end up being. It probably won't, but imagine if it was.
One of them end of the
for the playoff.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like wasn't it at Swindon when we won the league 2
back in the day.
Swindon away, wasn't it? And it was like, if we win this, we'll. Yeah, but. Yeah, it's hopefully I'd love that kind of drama.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
I can't even remember, like, all the times that we won promotion and then ran on the pitch and that. There was that one. The first one happened when I was like 9 or whatever.
Yeah,
and then there was that one when we were like teenagers and we all went to the game as well on the last day, and we brought all the other casuals who'd never go normally, all our other mates. And we all went on the pitch.
That was class, yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Have you got a single clue who we played and anything? What the score was or anything? I have no idea.
No.
Zero clue.
That is awful. Sorry.
So bad. And then but then it just shows you the power of Wembley. I always remember that we lost 3-0 to Bristol City.
Yeah.
Even though it's bad depressing.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, even though it's depressing, you still remember it because it was Wembley magic, mate. Wembley magic. Hoping for that again. Well,
we got one more good month of football ahead of us, and we got a bit of time off. Then we got the Euros, hopefully at the locker.
Oh mate, I hope so.
And then we got League One football starting in August.
Yes, let's go.
All right then. Well, thank you so much everyone for listening, as always, to the From Poundland to Paradise podcast. Joe, tell them where they can get all of our socials and all that.
It's at From Poundland to Paradise on all socials. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Twitter is a Walsall FC Pod. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
And that's the only one that's different. So yeah.
Tell all your
mates. Yeah, follow, like, subscribe,
just,
comment.
We need that love, you know what I mean?
Share it
we need
around
to start
your mates.
feeling that love.
That's it. Keep us going.
I mean, when you're making magic like this, it's about time that people start showing some respect. You know what I mean?
You're forcing the respect.
So tell all your mates and saddle her out, innit? Peace.
Peace.